Hey, what is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Excited Crisis Gaming. I'm your host, CrisisGX, and like always, don't forget to hit the like button down below if you support my videos, and subscribe to keep update on all my new videos throughout the week. Now, on to what I'm doing today. This episode of the live reaction is going to be the prequel comics to the Batman v Superman movie, releasing later on this month. This is March, by the way, in case you don't know. Anyways, yeah, so they're releasing a comic book prequels, which I feel is personally very appropriate for a comic book movie. Anyways, yeah, I already did a live reaction on the first comic by, what they featured Batman. Now, I got these sources, I got these videos from my favorite comic channel called ComicStorian. Oh my god, they do amazing work. I watch them all the time. I cannot help but say this repeatedly, that trust me, their work is no joke. They do good stuff. If you didn't like comics before, these guys will change your mind. And if you thought, oh, I just don't want to buy them or, you know, do that stuff, trust me, they'll make you want to buy them after you hear the story. Yeah, you already heard the story, but trust me, they're that good. They motivated me to buy one or two. So, yeah. Anyways, on to today. We're going to be doing a live reaction of this. This comic is about Lois Lane. I have no idea what exactly it's about besides Lois. I'm going to guess it's probably an after story to how her and Superman are. But I don't know exactly what it is. I don't expect a lot of action, but it is Lois Lane. That girl always seems to find herself in trouble. So without further ado, let us watch.
Lois Lane is a crack reporter tracking down missing Kryptonian technology, but where does the trail lead?
Okay, so she's investigating. Oh, that's actually a very reported type thing.
Welcome to the complete story series. We take trade paperbacks to single issues and we break them down into digestible bites to help you understand. Then we read it dramatically back to you. All alterations to the panels, text, and images are to prevent copyright problems, and all art is owned by its respective companies. Dr. Pepper is currently running this promotion along with a few other brands that I'm not even fully aware of. But I do know how you get these with the Dr. Pepper promo, so that link is in the description down below. Lois Lane and Clark Kent are walking through the Daily Planet newsroom. Clark is about to head off to cover the floods at Bangladesh, while Lois is off to expose the corruption, speaking truth to power. She walks across town and Mr. Hanford's security invites her up to his office, where he opens a drawer and places his hand on a pistol. She thanks him for taking the time, and he responds by telling her, of course, he would like to see her. He can't let these accusations go unanswered. They pride themselves on being good corporate citizens of Metropolis. Sure. The notion that they would try to profit illegally, no less from an alien attack that could cost many people their lives, is frankly offensive. Lois reaches into her bag, which is why I wanted to give you a moment to respond to these accusations. This is a copy of the original form filled out by the foreman of the crew evacuating the site of your collapsed headquarters. As required by the Department of Homeland Security, it outlines 8 pieces of Kryptonian technology removed from the rubble. Mr. Hanford is stunned. Where did you get that? That's not the question, Mr. Hanford. The real question is, why does the one filed by your office only report 5 pieces of Kryptonian technology? And after this, why were those missing pieces discovered for sale on Darknet by a user that told me he was working for you? That's ridiculous. If some cyber criminal is trying to throw me under, he gave me a sworn and notarized statement after I showed him the photos of what Kryptonian tech did to the human beings during the attack. And the Swiss account number that paid him also belongs to the account that you used to book a trip to Kenya during your Black Rhino hunt. Mr. Hanford rubs his forehead with his hands, and then he grabs the pistol and pulls it out, pointing it at Lois. Okay, that's a really bad idea. Oh, because it seems like the only option that you've left me. Let's not get stupid, Mr. Hanford. All of my evidence is with my editor, Perry White, and he knows I'm here. I also told Homeland Security, and they are in the process of freezing your assets, revoking your passport, and alerting every airport, seaport, and border checkpoint.
Jeez.
Then they both hear some police sirens as they grow closer to the office. You can go down living your life in a Supermax facility, or possibly the death penalty for treason and murder. Or I could not mention this little lapse of judgment on your part if you gave me the identity of your buyers for a reduced sentence. I can tell your side of the story, trying to save a business and all of the people who have jobs here. That's what I was doing! Mr. Hanford stood there and he debated it. He really didn't have any other options. But then he noticed the sirens were leaving and he realized they weren't coming to arrest him. Lois jumped at him, hitting him over the head and taking his gun. Those police officers weren't for you, but I did alert Homeland Security. I will print your story as well, but I will also mention that you had multiple personal assets that you could have used that you didn't want to take the risk of losing. Then Lois called up Perry to tell him that she's fine, and everything went according to plan. A week later, Lex Luthor stood outside of Hanford Technologies. He just bought it, and he intends to keep everyone employed at the company. He doesn't understand why Hanford would want to sell Kryptonian tech when there are so many other things you could do with it. And that is the Lois Lane prequel to Batman vs. Superman. Honestly, this whole prequel series is really opening up the world of Man of Steel and the Dawn of Justice universe. I can't wait to see what's next.
Well, that makes two of us because, dude, that was an amazing story. Again, no superheroes really, but Lois is such a badass. She's such an, she's as good of a reporter as I expected her to be. I don't feel like she was a great reporter too much in the first movie of Man of Steel because, I don't know, it was mostly about Superman, obviously, and that less about her. She showed some moments, but, like, as a reporter, not so much. Yeah, she dug around, yeah, she somehow stumbled, but it didn't, like, show her, like as this crazy good. Like, that's awesome. So, new mad respect for Lois for, taking down a corporate guy, and, like, all that damn, dude, I'd be just, that's scary. If that would ever happen to me, where she has, like, everything that can go wrong, I'm like, again, very good story, and it does really open up the world of Superman and Batman, or the world of this universe. I'm loving it so far, and I think it's also clever that Lex Luthor bought that building and is getting the idea of why'd you sell the tech when you could use it. I really like it because it's starting to show his mental twistedness taking control of, maybe he's already twisted as it is, but dude, this is when he starts to really obsess over Superman. That's how it's always going to be. Lex Luthor, if you have no idea who he is, which is crazy, he is the pretty much the rival of Superman. Yes, I know, a human man and a godlike figure. Yes, believe it or not, his rival is Lex Luthor. He struggles day and night to beat a god. He has Superman's fears at this point right now, maybe, but he is going about it a whole maniacal way. So, him and Batman have some similarities at this point on Superman and his stance in the world. So, trust me, this is going to be an amazing, amazing movie, I'm already telling, because of how Lex Luthor is. I cannot wait to see how he's played by Jesse and see how he has, because I know he has hair right there, but that's going to go off real quick. I already know it. But, yeah, that's it for this episode. If you guys like that, don't forget to hit the like button down below. Subscribe to keep up to date on all my other videos. And, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, and I will catch you guys next time. I'll be posting another video on the Superman comic very soon.